Hello everyone, welcome to valuetrainings.com. So now we'll take up a very basic topic, what is Selenium WebDriver? Well, to understand what is Selenium, we go to the official website of Selenium, that is seleniumhq.org website, and out here the very first line of the website says Selenium automates browser. So that means it is an automation testing tool that is basically for automating the web-based applications. You cannot automate your desktop-based applications with the help of Selenium. Alright, so the very fundamental question what Selenium is, well, the answer to that is it is basically an automation testing tool which will automate your web-based applications, and it works on the following browsers, that is Mozilla, Chrome, IE, Opera, Safari. Alright, so this makes Selenium very powerful because it works on multiple browsers. And along with this, it also works on multiple operating system as well. That is, you can make Selenium work on the Windows operating system, you can make it work on Mac operating system, you can make it work on Linux or Unix and many more operating systems. So this makes it a very powerful tool, and that is why the demand of Selenium is increasing day by day, because it works on multiple browsers and multiple operating system as well. Alright, so now if you have to use this tool, you'll have to write your code in some language. For example, you can write the Selenium code in C#, in Java, Ruby, Python, Perl, PHP, and all of these. So these are some of the languages which Selenium supports. Alright. Okay, so now coming over to the components of Selenium. Well, Selenium is made up of four components. Okay, that is, the first component is the IDE. Now let us take the first component, that is IDE, which is not a very useful tool. You can say it is primarily a record and run tool. A record and run feature is there on every automation tool, but record and run feature is not successful these days because websites these days are dynamically changing. If you record a website today, for example, if I take the example of CNN.com, that wouldn't run tomorrow because you've recorded the components of the website which are constantly changing every day. The complete CNN website changes every day because the news changes every day. Alright. Okay, and secondly, it only works on the Firefox browser. It doesn't work on any other browser, and it can only be used with small scale applications only. Alright, so if you have an application like a website, for example, a website of 1 to 2 pages, if you want to use, then you can simply work with the IDE and implement it. But if you have a large scale project, then you don't waste time learning IDE and implementing with it. Alright, okay, so now coming to the next component, that is RC. So in the beginning there was something known as RC which used to work on multiple browsers, and it is available in multiple languages as well. That is, you can write your Selenium script in any of the languages that we have, that is C#, or you have Java or Ruby, Python, Perl, PHP, any of the languages you can make it, you can write it in the RC. So for learning IDE, you don't need to learn any programming language, but like you just need to know the JavaScript. But if you are working with RC, you must know any one of these programming languages. Alright, so now RC had its own limitations as well. So to overcome those limitations, another component that came up in the market was the WebDriver. the latest thing and in the market the most famous thing. This is what you need to learn. Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver, it solves all your issues. You can test your application across all the browsers. Across all the browsers, whether it be Firefox, Chrome, IE, Safari, any browser. And you can learn Selenium WebDriver in any of the languages as well. That is Java, C Sharp, Ruby, Python, Perl, in any language you can make it learn. And as a tester, you will have to learn any one of these languages to implement the WebDriver code. WebDriver, it gives end-to-end solution. It generates the reports. You can parameterize your test cases as well with the help of the Excel file. So we'll be talking about all these in the coming classes. It's just a brief overview of the Selenium WebDriver. Fine. Okay, so now the next component is the grid. So grid is combined with the WebDriver. It is combined with the WebDriver, and then you write the code which helps you to run the test cases parallelly. That is, what you do is you have a central machine with you and you connect multiple machines with this central machine that is known as the hub. Okay, so what is there is the WebDriver script is kept on this central machine known as the hub, and hub controls the execution of the test cases on various other machines which are known as the nodes. So basically grid helps you for the parallel execution of your test cases. Okay, and how it helps you? It helps you to save your time. That is, you can test your application across multiple browsers and different operating system as well, because when you'll be running your test cases parallelly, you can have Windows operating system, you can have Linux operating system or a Mac operating system, so you can execute the different test cases on the multiple operating system or multiple test cases on multiple operating system. It depends all on your configuration. Right, so we have this next component, that is the grid.